This is her head unit. What the interior of the Subaru looks like. This one only has, I don't know how many miles. Yeah, 19,000. It only has 19,000, almost 20,000 miles. So it's pretty new. I just cleaned it out a little bit. I didn't really go too hardcore with the cleaning, but cleaned it out slightly. Curious to see what the inside of this car looks like. It's got dual climate control, which is kind of nice. Steering wheel is kind of nice because it's got good grips. Feels pretty sturdy. Not sure how long this leather's gonna last because it seems like it's kind of starting to wear already, which is not good. Seems kind of stressed in certain areas like here. Okay, if anybody wants to see what the hood looks like, the latch is down here, like most cars. The trunk release is actually a push button, and you have to get the premium version in order to get the automatic headlights, which is kind of stupid. I think all cars, even my 98 Lexus has automatic headlights. Sure, it's a Lexus, but it's a 98. I mean, come on. Okay, ABS. It's kind of dusty in here. Got the alternator. I mean, this is really easy to work on, huh? You got your alternator here, you got your AC compressor, oil filters here. Nice and easy access to everything. So if anyone was curious, I think the sound deadening in the car is terrible. That's one of the main things. My girlfriend's really picky with the audio inside the car, like the sound quality, and she can hear a lot of road noise. And the first thing she said when we got into this car was, "What's going on with the sound? Like, why does it sound so bad?" And she just, I guess, basically had to deal with it. I mean, she's coming from a Toyota Camry, so it's not like she's coming from a high luxury vehicle. It's just that noisy. Because again, they probably cheaped out on a lot of the sound deadening and installations. So overall, though, it's pretty good. The CVT seems to be working properly. I really wish we didn't get the CVT, but she doesn't know how to drive a manual, and she really wanted this car. So anyway, this is just a quick look at her car. Just in case anybody's thinking of buying one or whatever. It's the gas pedal is very responsive. I think it's a little too responsive, and it's not adjustable at all. So that's one of the things that she didn't like, and I thought she was just being, you know, too picky at first, but when I took it for a test drive, I noticed that too. When you just tap the gas, it like reacts very aggressively. It's not a smooth. You can't, if you have a lot of people in the car and you're trying to smoothly take off, it's kind of hard to. You have to get used to that really sensitive throttle. All right, let's look at trunk space. We got a few things in here right now, but as you can see, it's a pretty decent amount of space down here. Or back here, I should say. So not bad. Just to give you a point of reference, that's just your standard. It's your standard. You can reach all the way back there with it. So very, very deep trunk. Impressed. Fit like 8 dead bodies in there. So yeah, overall not bad. Alright, I'm gonna take you guys for a quick the gauges are cool because when you turn it on, they all go all the way up and then down, which is kind of cool. This stupid caution crap comes up every time. Alright. Sorry, that's a seatbelt. Put that on. It's so fucking annoying. The Lexus just gives you one simple, just flashes on the dash, a little tiny light flashes to let you know that your seatbelt's not on, but it doesn't go crazy like this thing does. It's so annoying. Oh shit, almost ran a squirrel over. One of the key things about this car is if you look at the side mirror right there, looks like we're really close to the curb there, right? Super close. The freaking rear view camera looks like we're right up against the curb actually. The rear visibility for seeing how close you are to things in this car is absolutely horrendous. It feels like you already ran everything over or you're slammed into the curb already, and then you get out of the car and you check and you're like 8 miles away. I'm pretty good. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert, but I've parallel parked a lot of cars and I consider myself pretty decent at it. And parking this thing is like trying to park a goddamn boat. It's easier to park my huge SUV than it is to park this thing. It's like impossible to see out of these and my girlfriend's had a huge amount of trouble, and so have I. It takes a little bit of work, I guess, to figure out that, okay, this being this close to the curb actually means that you're about 8 feet away, and then you kind of just have to go into it blind, because honestly it's really, this is what I see out the back. Like, that's my visibility. It's garbage. Can't see anything. So anyway, that's one of the things that annoyed me. I'll show you how far I actually am from the curb. That's how far I am. I mean, that's actually not bad compared to what I usually am with this car. So that's terrible. It's like 9 inches away, and on the side mirror it looks like I already ran it over. And you can't see shit out of the back window and the side window. So that's a huge pain in the ass, that part. That's the one thing I hate about this car, is how terrible the visibility is when you're reversing. So overall pretty decent car. She's happy with it. She's not too happy with Subaru because I think the windshield design is really shitty, because after a couple of months there's a crack in the windshield and Subaru didn't want to take care of it, so we had to go down there. This is Subaru of Cherry Hill. We had to go down in Jersey. We went down there a bunch of times. I flipped out at the owner and basically said, you have to like fix this windshield. We bought this car brand new. Who the hell buys a brand new car and a month later the windshield's cracked? I have a 98 Lexus that still has the original windshield. So explain that to me. Anyway, so yeah, that's the car. They ended up actually replacing the windshield for without charging us, but it was just such a big ordeal. I would have rather just paid and not deal with them. This record's long.
I like my Subaru. It's a Legacy. I don't like where the clock is placed. I think it's completely annoying, and I don't understand why someone would put it at the bottom versus the top when you're driving and trying to figure out where the hell you're going. I also don't like that there's no place to put change or anything extra except for the center console, which is larger than a regular, I don't know what you call it. It's not an automated drawer, but like a little spot where you can open and put like pennies or change or anything for toll or whatever. So that's kind of annoying. I don't like that when you roll the window down, if there's precipitation outside, whether it's snow or rain or whatever, it doesn't clean the window when you roll it down and then back up. There's still rain on it. It's completely useless to roll your window down to get rid of any type of precipitation outside. It doesn't clear it. It's stupid and obnoxious.
That guard you're talking about.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's a good one.
I know there's more things. Oh, I don't like how small the glove box is. I think it's extremely annoying. It's smaller than it even seems. Even after you realize it's small and you can fit more things in there, it's smaller than what you actually think after the fact, too. So I put things in there thinking, yeah, it's small, but I can probably fit X, Y, and Z. And then I put these things in there and I'm like, alright, it's like tremendously small and it's a complete waste of my life. It's useless. You really have to like squish and figure out what's important to you and what you want to keep in the glove box. And it's oddly small. And I just feel like even though you may be able to fit certain things in there, when you close it, the way it's shaped, you really have to maneuver what you're putting in there in a certain type of way to make it even close fully. That's kind of obnoxious.
And I talked about the noise too.
Oh my god, yes. Especially when I'm on the phone. When people have been in my car and they've been passengers, as a driver, I can't even hear what the hell they're saying from behind me or even next to me. And then when I'm on the phone, and if someone's on the car phone or even a regular speaker, anything, it's super loud. You can hear everything and then some. Like as far as outside noise goes, you can't really hear well when you're talking on any type of phone or whatever setting you have the phone on, as in car phone or regular iPhone speaker or whatever phone you have. It's really obnoxiously loud. It feels like you're actually outside and on the phone. It doesn't even feel like you're in. No, it's really bad.
And you're going from a Camry to that, right? So
yeah, and the Camry was the Camry was really bad, and I used to complain about that. This is just as bad, if not worse. I can't even identify. I don't remember how bad it was compared to this, but this is like really bad.
Yeah, when we were looking at the Legacy and the Impreza was like 10 times worse than this.
Yeah, which is hard to believe now that I have this and I feel like I am outside all the time when I'm on the phone. It's completely useless.
Yeah.
What else do I complain about? Everything.
What do you like about it? Anything?
I paid for what I like in that car. I did. They didn't give me anything in that car that I didn't pay for. Except for the safety features, but I'm sure that's built into the price that I paid.
Yeah.
That's really primarily why I got it, is for safety. It's my first Subaru, so I have nothing to compare it to as far as other Subarus or like having that type of car for years and years and years. But everybody that I know that has a Subaru only has good things to say about it and how safe it is. I never really had a conversation with anyone, to be honest, about breaking it down, like what they do and don't like of it. But as far as like weather and anything related to that, everyone has only ever said great things to me, and they've had it in their family for years, or they purchased the car for that reason too, and they have no complaints based on why they purchased it.
So the ding protection warranty and all of that only covers only covers the actual panels. It doesn't cover the bumper, the front bumper or the rear bumper, or literally any place that you're actually going to get a chip. So it's quarter-size chips they'll cover, but not on the front or rear bumpers, which is stupid. It's useless. Yeah, so that warranty, the whole warranty is useless, and I would recommend not getting it. Save the money and just spend it on actually repairing the dings when they happen, because they will happen, because the paint's thinner than tissue paper.
Oh yeah, that's another thing, how easily the car gets scratched and the paint is completely chipped away over like completely random nonsensical things that you wouldn't think would actually chip away the paint so easily.
Yeah, it's surprising how thin the paint is.